Hello, everyone, and welcome to Observations from the Fence Post. I am Robert, and today I'm going to be doing a book review, Stephen King's The Outsider. Okay, this book was published in 2018. It is a murder mystery. It's a thriller that should keep the reader on the edge of their seats. It's one of those ones that each chapter you finish, you want to go to the next chapter before you put it down. And of course, being Stephen King, he brings a supernatural angle into it as well as the horror angle into it. Okay. It clocks in at 561 pages. It is a standalone story, yet it does have characters in this book that do appear in some other earlier works, most notably the Bill Hodges trilogy, Mr. Mercedes, Finders Keepers, and End of Watch. The big character that appears in all of those stories and this one is Holly Gibney, which is one of those characters which it's just, you just really want to know everything you can about the character. Stephen King, one of his strengths, in my opinion, is his ability to write a character that you're interested in, that you care about, and you want to know more about. And Holly Gibney fits that bill. In fact, she shows up in a story after this one called If It Bleeds. And If It Bleeds is a novella which is contained in the compilation book of the same name, If It Bleeds. Okay. So now Holly is not the main character in this story, but she does make an appearance. So what is this story about? Well, it begins with the murder of a child in a small town. That in itself just sets up kind of a level of tension that rarely lets go. This murder is investigated. They do make an arrest, and it seems like they have all the evidence they need for a conviction. However, in the course of the investigation, there also seems to be evidence which says that this person they've arrested could be completely innocent. So, wow, what a great setup for a story. And Stephen King makes the most of it in this book called The Outsider. So it has lots of themes in it. Obviously, it has to deal with murder and its horrific after effects that can happen to an individual person, a family, and even a town. Okay. It certainly delves into that underlying fear that many people in the real world have of the fear of being accused of something. Okay. It also dives into justice versus injustice, kind of that mob rules, how we can make our decision without all the facts sometime. And then towards the latter end, it starts really challenging us in this whole idea of, are we ever able to accept things that truly seem to be impossible? Okay, so that is kind of the crux of the book. Like I said, it was one of those books that I picked up, and when I started reading it, I honestly wanted to keep reading it. It did take me a few days to read this. I did read it in 2022, but wow, did I like it. Now, I did not read it in order, but that's okay. Again, this is a standalone story. It has been made into a television series, and I have not seen that, so I can't comment on that. And it is also available in paperback. You know, this is the hardcover version. Okay. Actually, this is, I'm not a big fan of most Stephen King covers, but this one is pretty cool looking. Okay. And as you read the story, you will understand the cover. Okay. So I do recommend it. Lots of people have, that started off reading Stephen King in his early days don't read the latter-day Stephen King, but this is really a strong one in his latter-day writings. Again, this was just published in 2018, not that long ago. And I think it is good. It ranks up there pretty high in the catalog. You know, he's written over 60 novels, okay, and this one is strong. This one is a good one. Don't know quite where I would put it in a rank if I had to rank them all yet, but I do recommend it. It's for folks that are constant readers, as he likes to call us readers. You should whip through this pretty quickly. And I think that by the time you put it down, you'll be glad that you read it. So that's what I have today. Stephen King's The Outsider. And I am appealing to those folks that read. I'm appealing to Stephen King fans. Thank you very much for joining in. If you like the video, I hope you hit like. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, Observations from the Fence Post. And I appreciate everything. Thank you very much. Remember, keep it between the ditches, and peace.